Welcome to our 2024 UL Research Institute's Video Impact Report. I'm here today with Dr. Chris Cramer, our Interim President and Chief Research Officer, and Deepa Shankar, our Head of Partnerships. And we're going to be talking about our UL Research Institute's annual Research Symposium, one of our flagship events. So this year's theme is protecting health and safety in the modern world. So Chris, can you tell us a little context around what do we mean by modern world, like 21st century, versus the way we would think about health and safety 50 to 75 years ago?
So Kristen, our mission is really to address how has human health been impacted since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution? Because we, as humans, have changed the environment in significant ways through the technologies we've adopted, through the chemicals we've created, plastics as an example, that are just part of our everyday life now. But the health consequences of many of those, as we're exposed to them, are not well known. There's over 140,000 anthropogenic chemicals in our environment, and maybe 5% of those are the human exposure risks well understood. So we're dedicated to trying to better illuminate what some of those risks are and how we might go about mitigating the risks, either by replacing those compounds, by protecting better against them. That's a big research area, but really critical for human health and safety.
And so Deepa, that's where you come in. As the head of partnerships, you run the symposium. So aligning our symposiums, this is a second one, with our 3 grand challenges. What were your challenges in bringing the right people together to talk about the issues at hand in terms of protecting health and safety for humans?
Sure. Thank you, Kristen. Let me reiterate that none of the challenges we are looking to solve can be solved by one single entity. And that's especially true with our Grand Challenge 2 that's focused on individual and societal health in the 21st century. So we are looking for partners from around the world in order for us to have the global impact that we are pursuing. But it can be tricky when we are looking to identify partners that are working in those areas of research that is pertinent to the challenge itself. We are looking for a place where we can bring all these bright minds together so we can look at the challenges holistically from various disciplines so we can solve the problem together rather than just look at individual components. And that was the impetus behind UL Research Institute's setting up the annual Research Symposium. It is serving as a catalyst for future collaborations, so we can bring all these brilliant scientific minds together so they can share their research insights, share knowledge in an informal setting, but at the same time, discuss pain points and figure out how they can come together in solving some of the world's greatest challenges.
So Christy, in thinking about CIRI and having the symposium kind of in the backyard of where we operate, what was that like for you, or how did you leverage the symposium to truly bring CIRI's work forward and create impact for the organization?
Right. So by being able to engage so many different kinds of stakeholders and experts in different kinds of fields, one specific example for us is that we created our Clear the Air website, which is a public service website, pulls together all kinds of resources that communities can use to protect people's health during and after a wildfire. And by having that opportunity to collaborate, by having that venue available to collaborate, we were able to also produce a guidance document around that topic and a toolkit which provides a number of useful resources for communities when they're trying to protect community health before, during, and after a wildfire. And as a result of that, now, even additional organizations, government agencies, other types of community groups are sharing out all of those resources, getting that information into the people's hands who really need it the most during a wildfire. So that's super exciting.